right, we have some breaking news here. Harvey Weinstein was overturned, the conviction, and now we're hearing from some of the alleged victims. This is Ashley Judd speaking. Let's listen in.
There I am, planning to get my backcountry camping site reservations in Yellowstone National Park, for which I'm very excited. And I get the news from Jodi Kantor of the New York Times that 4 judges at New York's court have voted to overturn Harvey Weinstein's sexual crimes conviction. This is what it's like to be a woman in America, living with male entitlement to our bodies. Now, for those of you who don't know, when I was an up-and-coming actor in Hollywood in the 1990s, I'd been up all night filming on the movie Kiss the Girls, and I had a breakfast appointment with Harvey Weinstein at the Peninsula Hotel. He, of course, was the mega producer, co-founder of Miramax Studios, who was an extraordinary gatekeeper. His movies won Oscars, they were box office successes, and he was a real tastemaker. And so this appointment was a really huge opportunity for my burgeoning career. And when I showed up at the Peninsula Hotel at which I often stayed with my family, and I knew both the concierge, we went to acting school together, and the desk staff, I said, "Is Mr. Weinstein in the Belvedere, the restaurant, or is he on the patio?" And they said, "Oh no, he's in his room." I was so naive. I thought, room service is going to take a really long time and I'm hungry. So they sent me, complicitous, the ecosystem. Not all men are violent, but most men are silent about other men's violence, up to his room, where Harvey, wearing his hotel robe, immediately began asking if he could give me a massage, and this progressed into him insisting that I watch him take a shower, and other acts of sexual harassment and aggression. I was lucky I got out of that hotel room. And my dad was with me that day. He was waiting for me in the hotel lobby. And he still says that when I came down, he could tell something devastating had just happened. I told anyone who would listen. The director on Kiss the Girls, Gary Fleeter, the screenplay writer who said there was no Attorney General of Hollywood done to whom to report this incident. But finally, of course, Jodi Kantor and Megan Twohey of the New York Times came to me through Nicholas Kristof, and I went on the record telling that story, because when survivors tell their stories, they are exercising a powerful form of leadership that sparks others to join in shared action that catalyzes change. And we understand that leadership is exercising principles and values in the face of uncertainty. And that's what we leaders and survivors do. This today is an act of institutional betrayal. And our institutions betray survivors of male sexual violence. And we need to work within and without the systems to start having what is known as institutional courage. And you can learn more about institutional courage by looking that up. There's actually a center for it housed at Stanford University. It's based on research, it's informed by data, and these are concrete practices and actions that our institutions can take to respond to workplace harassment and male sexual violence in ways that both prevent, address, and have postvention to make sure that women and all people work in environments that are free from harassment and sexual violence. Because we have so much to offer. We need to be able to contribute without fear, without terror, of violence, of our voices being muted, our contributions being diminished, without fear of retaliation. And you know what the great poignancy is of this day, why I'm in New York City? I don't live here. I am here to be at the United Nations to advocate for Convention 190. The convention.
You have been listening to actress Ashley Judd reacting to word this morning that Harvey Weinstein's conviction on felony sex crime charges here in New York State was overturned by the New York State Court of Appeals. Judge recounted her own alleged experiences with Weinstein in a hotel room where she says she was repeatedly sexually harassed. She called this morning's announcement, the decision to overturn those charges against Weinstein, an act of institutional betrayal. We will, of course, have more from Judge and other survivors, alleged victims of Harvey Weinstein, all day here on Eyewitness News.